waiting on Bernie to actually show up on the couch. He usually sits right here. His hair kind of blends in with the couch a little bit. But yeah, we're just waiting on him.
He's been
as
a problem
usual
since the early 90s.
Yeah,
It's really starting to piss me the off.
I don't even know what we're doing here anymore.
Many hours later.
Still waiting on Bernie.
Still, what, Bernie's? What?
Still waiting on Bernie.
Oh no, Bernie's not here. Okay.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're here at the Dragon's Lair. This is our YouTube channel, the Dragon's Lair, and this is
Q, the Q Man Roberts.
and this is
Chris Smitty Smith.
and you guys know me. I'm B-Man here at the Dragon's Lair, here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We've done several videos, and some are good, some are bad, but you know, we're just having fun because it's all about the community.
All about the community.
All about the community.
So never about money,
Except
but
for
the
Mike. Minus Mike.
So today we're gonna do another review, but if you like what you see, definitely subscribe to the channel.
Thumbs up, like.
The like. I love the way that Ryder. I just noticed the other day, Ryder did these cool little intros.
Yeah, for the 6.0 video.
Yes.
By the way, check it out. Great video.
But as far as the other videos, he did some. It was pretty cool. I hit it, and I was like, "Oh, it's Life is Beautiful" by 6 a.m. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Big ups to Ryder, our producer.
Yeah, our producer. and his grandma, Riley.
Yeah.
All right, so today we're going to do some reviews on stuff that came out this week.
Yeah.
And
Wednesday,
some
January
next week.
13th.
Yes.
So we're going to start off with what do you got, Chris? What do you got going today?
Obviously, Future State is still here, right, for the next couple months.
Not next month. It's only 2 months.
Yeah, well,
Couple would be like
we'll
moving
see.
to March.
They're going to continue it. I'm telling you right now.
Well, they need that money.
So, the pick of the week for me is Future State Robin Eternal. Actually, I thought it was the best story out of all the Future State magazines. We call them magazines now instead of comics.
Funny books.
But no,
Funny books.
Robin Eternal it was a great story. So basically, Tim Drake is back as Robin, which I'm sure Taco will love, right? But Tim Drake is back as Robin because
The weakest Robin.
because spoiler alert, Jason Todd now works for the Magistrate, the bad guys. And Damien, we don't know what Damien's
So
doing.
I wonder if he's the one who shot.
He could be. She could be the one who shot Batman,
yeah.
Bruce Wayne. So, Tim Drake is now Robin, and of course the Magistrate is the kind of the bad guys of Gotham now. They are outlawed vigilantes.
They've outlawed vigilantes, but they're going to kill the vigilantes.
Yes.
So that sounds like
Isn't it a government-funded
Yes.
program? So they're not the bad guys.
It
It's
is a
just that-
government funded, but to the vigilantes, of course, they're the bad guys.
Okay.
They're not fighting crime. They're out fighting crime, and of course, that's the police's job. So why are they doing it, right?
because someone said defund the police.
Exactly.
So you're vigilantes
Yeah, exactly.
themselves. I'll wait for the trade.
Yeah. So basically, Tim Drake and of course Stephanie comes back in this as Spoiler as well. She comes back as Spoiler. She hung up her cape for a while. Now she's back to help Tim Drake as Spoiler, and they found out that the Magistrate is using a drug from the Lazarus Pit to try to become immortal.
Okay.
So
That was all in this-
That was all in this issue.
Huh.
So the great thing about this issue, it's the same story all the way through. It's not like
It's one
your
book.
pick of the week that I think you're going to find has different stories in it.
Wow.
And then we are going to do an honorable mention. So
Yep.
we were going to
We'll
do
do
two
some
books. The honorable mention I have is Teen Titans. I thought Teen Titans was a great story. And
I
digging.
cheated and looked at the back.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm digging the Nightwing costume. It's actually blue and gold now. I don't know if you noticed that.
Do we have a copy on the shelf?
There's not a copy.
We
on the
sold
shelf,
out.
unfortunately.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Nice.
That one's sold out. But great costume. And at the end, yes, Red X is a person. We don't know who yet. But
It's Damien.
at the end, what does he don? Nightwing dons the Deathstroke mask.
Oh.
Yeah. So now,
Now you just spoiled it for all the.
spoiled it for all the viewers. Sorry about
but
that.
it is Wednesday, so.
But it is Wednesday, so you should have had it and you should have read it
But
already.
maybe by the time the editors get this up, it may be by
True.
next week.
Our
Now, they've
producer.
been pretty fast lately. But I tell you, the rest of the Future State books, I didn't care for them. I didn't care for a lot of the stories. The third probably best was the Green Lantern story. Other than that,
Watch it.
that was
a little bit
about
blasphemous.
it.
I'm a Jon
The
Stewart
Supergirl-
fan, so watch your mouth,
yeah,
please.
the Supergirl story was absolutely horrible. The Justice League story was absolutely horrible. And I think DC is doing the right thing by just doing these little quick shots, see what catches on, see what gets hot,
And then probably ramp off,
and then
yeah.
ramp off from those storylines. So I thought for the most part, the Future State books were okay this week, but Robin Eternal definitely my favorite. Good, great art, great story. Of course, it's more about the story than
Yep.
the art for me, but great
Can't see how
books.
that.
Yeah.
That's like watching a movie with bad actors.
Bernie, we were literally waiting here for you for 20 minutes.
20
For
minutes.
this video to start.
It's okay. And that has to do with what?
With Quincy doing his books of the week.
Yep.
Oh, did you already hear?
No. Waiting on you.
Good.
All right.
We got you next, man.
So I have 3 books that I want to review. My pick, I'm going to do my pick first, and then I'm going to do my honorable mention, is Darth Vader #9. I jumped on
surprise.
the Darth Vader bandwagon. Issue 5 of this.
Or the Star Wars
I'm not really
bandwagon.
a dark side of the Force kind of guy. I am a light side of the Force type of guy. I love Ben. I love Sam. Not Sam. I'm about to say Samuel Jackson, but Mace Windu. I just like Jedi's. You know, the light side, going a straight path. I'm not too much of a dark side guy, but
Well, which Ben? If you're saying Ben, then wouldn't that Ben be like the dark guy,
Kylo Ren?
no, not Ben. I'm talking about like Obi Wan.
Kenobi?
Yes,
Ben. Ben Kenobi.
Ben
Wow.
Kenobi. Look, us real Star Wars fans call him Ben. All right, we call him Ben.
Oh, I forgot. You guys
Yes,
are tight.
yes,
I
we are
forgot.
tight. We're like this.
But they never called him
Yeah,
Ben.
no.
Kenobi.
they call him
they
Old
did.
Ben. They
They-
call him Old Ben.
Yeah.
Later.
On
No.
Tatooine, they called him
Old Man Ben.
Crazy Ben
Yeah.
Kenobi.
Yes,
is what
that's
they call
because
him.
he was.
So
getting,
that's why I said Ben.
He was getting
Yeah.
brain fried for like 20
No,
years.
he was meditating, trying to get closer to the
No, he
Force.
wasn't.
But anywho,
He
Wait,
was
wait,
literally crapping in a bucket in a hut.
And, wait,
Watch your mouth.
not just
That's
that.
my guy.
Not just that. He, like I said, he lost it because
He did.
when he goes
what
Dagobah-
stories did you read?
Well, no, I'm not sure. It was the movie Dagobah. So he goes to Dagobah, and they're at the lead. He's about to go. Luke's about to go fight Darth. He goes, "He's our only hope."
Yeah.
No, and he goes, "There's another." And Ben looks like
There
there
is.
is.
Well,
Your ass was sitting right there when she was
First of
born.
all,
You literally took her to
George
Alderaan.
Lucas. George Lucas worked backwards on that whole trilogy. So
That was really
all right,
bad.
It was really bad.
What's
Anyway,
the story?
I'm just
the
messing
story?
with you.
Yeah, I know. The Emperor is constantly testing Vader. He sends out assassins, droids. He tells them don't use the dark side of the Force, and he puts them in a situation where Vader has to improvise
Okay.
to get the better of his adversary, and he's just grabbing parts of George.
better training.
Just better training, and you could see like the ferocity of Anakin in these books. So fantastic read. Depth, story wise, the book has personality. I would absolutely ask that you give the new Darth Vader run a go ahead and try.
Hey, just do it for his buddy Ben. Okay.
You know what's funny? That I do think, but the big badass, Sith Lord Darth Vader was called Annie when he was.
Yeah, it was called Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm not a dark side guy. I'm an old Ben guy.
And ended up having a thing for a girl called Padme.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anywho, moving on. My indie pick is a book called Serial. So this...
They can't see that. You gotta show it again. Come on.
Okay. Serial.
It's Terry Moore.
Terry Moore. Fantastic writer. He did Strangers in Paradise. He did Racial Rising. Just all...
Yeah.
He's a fantastic writer from the 90s. Bernie, I know you got...
It's
you
pretty
you
much
read him a
Donnie
lot more.
Coates than him.
No. Terry Moore, man, Terry Moore is. I can say I've read a lot of indie books, and he had a beginning for
Yeah.
Stranger Paradise and had a fantastic ending. I've never read a series where
Yes.
90-something issues, and
Every one of them. are
everyone was
just-
great.
yeah,
it was really good. Terry
I
Moore,
enjoyed it.
I give him a salute. And when it ended as a Stranger Paradise fan, it was like, oh man, this sucks. But then when you have the overall,
Yep.
the whole book, the whole
Yeah.
thing was just incredible.
Yeah. So this book Serial is about a 10-year-old girl who's been 10 for like 50 years now, and she preys on men who are just slimy. All right, she puts on a wig. She acts older than she is. She acts younger than she is, so they could prey, and then she kills them. But you got to read the book. It's fantastic. I love. It's black and white, and it has that gritty feel to it, and you could just tell, like in the middle of it, he has a dream sequence with her. Oof. You
Yeah,
just
make
gotta
sure you
check
come
it
pick
out.
it up for your kids. They'll love it.
Don't pick it up for your kids.
Do not pick it up for your kids.
We're currently sold out right now, but I think B has a couple on back order now.
Yeah,
so.
they're actually reordered. They're coming in here.
Yeah.
Not back order. They're coming in here with
Not
the
back
next
order,
6 to 10 days. They
Yeah.
should be back in.
So-
Great book, Terry Moore. I ordered around 10 copies that came in.
Yeah.
So just, if you come in, just ask us about
Yeah,
it. It
ask
might be in
about
by
it,
then.
yeah.
If not, we can maybe put you a copy aside.
My honorable pick is all of these.
Got honorable pick now.
I got 3 books.
Yeah, I got 3 books. These Conan books by Robert E. Howard, the Chimerian.
Bruh.
These books have been absolutely amazing. The covers, they do
Is it-
homage
is-
covers.
Is it the Chimerian?
Is it Chimerian?
I thought it was Sumerian.
Sumerian. There you go. Edit that out. The Sumerian.
We're in Fayetteville.
Oh, no, he's from Baltimore.
We're from Baltimore. That's
Anywho,
right.
the Sumerian by Robert E. Lee.
Stupid.
Jesus Christ. Robert E. Howard. Robert E. Howard.
Oh my God!
They take parts
And
of
he's
the
from
novel.
Baltimore.
Right.
I don't
They
get it.
take parts of the novel and give them 32 pages of just they picturize them, right?
They met in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Got,
And
You never hear this one.
yeah,
you're never gonna hear that.
we gotta do this. Maybe lost my train of thought.
So basically, with the Conan the Sumerian books,
Sumerian.
so
Sumerian.
it's put up by Ablaze
Ablaze Comics.
and what it is it's all reprints from the Conan stuff over in Europe.
Ah.
And when they first started to kind of come
know
here
that.
and
I
release
know
it
that, yeah.
as Conan, there was a cease and desist by Marvel because they had just got the rights. So they had to work out some kind of deal
Didn't know that.
where it was international and where they could print that, but they could not put Conan. That's why it says the Sumerian.
Yeah.
So yes, it's actually good, and it's basically straight from the novels.
Yeah.
I haven't read it, but it's straight from the novels, and it's gory. It's everything
It has
Conan's supposed to
sex.
be. What's that?
Yeah, I know. I can tell you all about it. Anyway, it has, your naughty parts in it showing and all types of good stuff. And the violence is bloody, is gritty.
And to think it's all done by Robert E. Lee.
And it's all written by Robert E. Lee. And they're short and they're digestible. It's only 3 books per arc. I think they're on their 3rd or 4th arc right now. But this one is The Frost Giant's Daughter. And it is absolutely amazing. It has Conan. He just killed like a whole field of
cover, too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And
It is a
They
good cover.
come with a lot of covers too, but this one is probably the popular one. We have the variant on the wall, the
half
the
naked
virgin
woman.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be popular.
I don't know. I don't do redheads, but anywho, pick it up. We have a few here. I think it's a good read. There are also some on the back shelf where we have the
First issues, I
Yeah, the
believe.
first issues of it. So those are my picks.
Okay,
Those
well,
are my
cool.
picks.
Well, I'm going to go with a book here that, of course, my comrade over here, he's like, oh, the worst one. No, actually,
like it.
I'm going to go, you didn't like this book? How did you not like it?
No.
So, mine is going to be Future State
So two
Dark
DCs.
Detective.
I like to call it
I
Future
wonder
State
why.
Snoozer.
I wonder why.
So,
It's
it
a
was...
snoozer.
All right,
Let me finish. So, it was pretty good. Okay. The first story was okay. Which was Bruce Wayne trying to find out
Yeah.
who his killer was. Which now that you just told me about this part, maybe it was...
It could have been Damien.
Damien.
Could have been.
Damien or
doubt it.
Jason Todd. Jason
Jason Todd.
So,
Working for the magistrate now.
yes.
Yeah.
So the dark it is actually pretty good. Bruce Wayne, he was murdered or supposedly murdered, and he's trying to find out her murderers. It was okay. What really sold me on this book, and which is coming to DC, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Starting in March, DC Comics are going like Batman, Superman. They're not going to be doing bi-monthly books, which means every 2 weeks. They're going to be doing one book a month.
Yep. Once a month.
It's 40 pages. It's
And
also-
$1 more.
And it's $4.99.
I could take that.
So, but here's the thing is, 40 pages, I'm thinking 24 pages will be the main story, like Batman, and then they're going to throw in the backup story. So, for
That's
the-
what everybody's specking.
yes,
That's
so-
going to happen. with those
Exactly.
books.
And pretty much I think what's going to happen.
And that's okay if all the stories are good.
Well, and so for this one, the Dark Knight Detective, or not Dark Knight, the Dark Detective, the backup story was Grifter.
Yeah.
Now,
all
Grifter,
right.
Grifter's a great character. If you've never seen him, part of the
Cash
Wildcats.
Cold.
Yep.
Cold Cash.
Yeah.
You just messed up on
Bad-
us. Robert E. Lee, Cole,
Hey,
Cash
I
Cole.
think the third story is Ulysses S. Grant in here. I think that one's pretty good.
They're
Too.
all
So,
racist.
so it's actually pretty cool because it kind of ties in to the current Batman storyline.
Yeah.
Where something happens where it's Lucius Fox's son is trying to get out of Gotham.
Yeah.
Because the magistrates are tying
the
him
magistrates
into
are tying-
everything. So he goes to Cold Cash.
Cold cash.
Cold cash.
Cold
Goes to Grifter,
cash.
and he's in the bar and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. And he basically says, "I got these credits. I'll give them to you if you get me out of the city."
Yeah.
And it's action. It's
Yeah.
everything that I've wanted to see in a Grifter
Batman
book.
So in the
In a
original
detective book.
In a detective book.
in the actual Batman story, did you figure out who the girl was?
No, it did not.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
probably
like,
not worth the talk about.
I mean, there's just some random girl that's like Bruce is just sitting at a counter with, and Bruce is broke now, I guess, and
So anyway, what made this book for me was the Grifter story in
Yeah.
the back. So,
So not the Batman story.
not the Batman story. It was actually the Grifter story.
not the Dark Snoozer.
And it was basically written by Matthew Rosenberg, who's
Yeah.
done a lot of good
Yeah,
stuff.
done a lot of
He's
good
good.
stuff.
He's
The
a
last
good
Punisher,
story.
the last Punisher
Yeah.
story that he was going
Yep.
on, he was writing that. So he's a good writer. So that's what I dug about this book. All right,
Yep.
so Grifter. They could have called it.
They
Grifter,
could have called it, yeah.
and I would have been happy.
Yeah.
So I've missed that character, and I think a lot of people have too. So definitely check that one out
Yeah.
for the Grifter part.
And there are some of those, I
Yeah.
believe, still on the shelf.
No, we sold out that too.
Oh, well, sold out of that. Too.
Sold out of that too.
So we're promoting books that we sold out of.
Yeah.
But they are doing a second printing of all the number ones of
Yes.
future states.
Yes.
So we'll definitely have the second printings of that because the order is in. Now my other book came out last week, but it's kind of not hit.
Because that's what we do.
That's
on,
what we do here.
That's what we do on current
because
review days.
because it really hasn't really hit. I mean, some have came out, some haven't. So this one is actually really cool. It's called Hot Valley Days and Cocaine Nights.
All right. Written by Robert E. Lee.
It's actually written. It's actually the true story of Janie, and it's blanked out. It's by Antarctic Press. This book has actually gotten a lot of gotten a lot of.
I've seen the
Talk
aftermarket value
Yes.
on these things.
So this is the regular cover. If you could see it, it is someone snorting cocaine off some
young ladies'
bosoms. Yeah. and the adult version is, of course, topless.
And I'm pretty sure it's Eric.
So, what this book is about, and I guess the reason why I was just so enthralled engulfed it, is because it's during the time of my guys of the 80s.
80s hair bands.
They're in Hollywood. It's basically the story of a girl named Janie who is basically she becomes like the queen of cocaine, and the way she distributes there in Hollywood. It's supposed to be based on a true story.
Yeah.
So would you say Janie had a gun?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
get that. Some of you will get that.
Someone.
I listen to rap music.
So it's pretty cool, the whole story. So they've got one more issue, number 3. And as I said, the back issue market on this has been flying. A lot of people have been picking up. So definitely
I've not
look
checked
for
it
it.
out, yeah.
It's a fun story.
Interior art's
And the
pretty
interior
good.
art's pretty good. I like
yeah,
it too.
interior art's pretty good.
They show all about the LA scene and how that market was.
Yeah.
was
I'll check it
yeah,
out.
it's pretty cool. So that's our picks for the week and
Honorable
last week, I
mentions?
guess say, and
Yeah.
whatever. So definitely, if you've had fun watching us talk about Robert E. Lee, and
I mess up one time.
and it'll be there forever. So thank you guys. Hope you loved it. I know we had fun doing it. It's all about the community, as we said.
Definitely.
And if you like it, subscribe to us and share it with all your friends. All right. Thanks a lot. Have
Keep
a good
it
one.
comics.
Bye bye.